Now, Adam Smith used this long run competitive equilibrium concept to help us understand how competitive markets benefit society. And there are really two main points here I want to make about how competitive market forces, this drive for profit, helps us as a society. The first is that when we have profit equals zero, remember where that point is on your graph, our profit equals 0 point is at the minimum of the average total cost curve. And what that means is that we're going to be producing products the most efficient way. So products are produced in a way that minimizes the cost of production. We're at the minimum point of the average total cost curve. The second thing that's important here is that firms are always going to try to innovate to produce products that consumers want to buy. In other words, supply responds to demand. In a free market economy, what that means is that no one sits down and thinks about how many cars do we need and how many chicken sandwiches do we need and how many t-shirts do we need. Nobody sits down and plans out how much will be produced like you would in a central planning economy. The good thing about that is that the economy is dynamic. Consumers decide they want more of something, then the market will function to supply that product. Consumers decide they want less of something, same thing. The market will reallocate those productive resources to a different industry. No one has to sit down and figure that out because the profit motivation, the fact that firms are trying to earn profits, means that they will individually sort across industries in order to supply what consumers need. And that process is what Adam Smith referred to as the invisible hand of the market. The way that the market moves resources from one sector to another in order to respond to consumer needs or consumer wants. The last thing I want to say is that there are a lot of good things about profit motivation, but there also can be some downfalls. Like when we see firms taking advantage of consumers, raising prices above their costs to make profits at the expense of society, that's clearly bad. So profit motivation is not always going to lead to good outcomes for society, but it's important to recognize the good things about profit motivation